Hey guys, thank you for having me. Welcome to tonight's mathematics online lesson. In tonight's lesson of mathematics, we're going to be looking at sets. So in grade 8, we learned that sets are a group of well-identified elements. Without wasting much of your time, let's look at an example. A survey carried out at Kamulima farming block showed that 44 farmers planted maize, 23 planted sweet potatoes, 37 planted cassava, 14 planted both maize and sweet potatoes and cassava, 20 planted both maize and cassava, 9 planted all the three crops, and 6 did not plant any of the crops. Then we go to the questions. Illustrate this information on a Venn diagram. Then the second one, how many farmers A were at this farming block? B, how many farmers planted maize only? C, how many farmers planted 2 different crops? Okay, so the first question, they're asking us to illustrate the information that they gave us in a Venn diagram. So this right here is our key. So 44 planted maize, 32 planted sweet potatoes, 37 planted cassava, 14 planted maize and sweet potatoes, 24 planted sweet potatoes and cassava, 20 planted maize and cassava, 9 planted all, and 6 never planted any of the crops. So firstly, we draw our Venn diagram. So this is how we draw a Venn diagram. Okay, so we're going to name the first circle M for maize. Then we're going to name the second circle C for cassava, and lastly we're going to name the last circle S for sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes. So we have set M, set C, and set S. Okay. Now that we have our Venn diagram, now that we have E stands for universal set. Now that we have our Venn diagram, we have to insert the information that they gave us. We have to insert it on the Venn diagram. So the first thing you do is put in the 9. Since you put the 9 on the middle, because 9 farmers planted all the crops. So if you noticed, the sets are intersecting in the middle. They are all intersecting in the middle. So the 9 should be placed in the middle to indicate that 9 farmers planted all the crops. Moving forward, we go to M intersection C. Okay, so 20 farmers planted maize and cassava. So you don't just write the 20. So what you do, in order for you to find how many farmers planted maize and cassava, so you say 20 minus, 9. Okay, so you say 20 minus 9. You get 11. So 11 farmers planted cassava and maize. Then you go to cassava intersection sweet potatoes. Okay, So our key is telling us that 24 farmers planted sweet potatoes and cassava. Okay, so you do the same thing. You say 24 minus 9. Okay, 24 minus 9, you get 15. So 15 farmers planted cassava and maize. We go to maize intersection sweet potatoes. Our key is telling us that 14 farmers planted maize and sweet potatoes. Okay, so you say 9 minus 14. 14 minus 9 rather. You get 5. Okay, 5. 5 farmers planted maize and sweet potatoes. Okay, now you go to the ones that the farmers that planted only one crop. So in order for you to find the number of the farmers that planted only one crop, you add everything. Let's say we want to find the number of farmers that planted maize only, or the number of farmers, the number of farmers that planted maize. Okay, so you add 5 plus 9 plus 11. So you only add the numbers that are in set maize, set M. Okay, so 5 plus 9 plus 11, you get 25. So our key is telling us that 44 farmers planted maize. So after adding 5 plus 9 plus 11, we're getting 25. So you say 44 minus 25. What will you have? You get 19. Yeah. Then you go to cassava. How many farmers planted cassava? So you say 11 plus 9 plus 15. What will you get? 35. Okay. 37 farmers planted cassava. So when you add 11 plus 9 plus 15, you get 35. So you say 37 minus 35. You get 2. 2 farmers planted cassava. Okay, you go to sweet potatoes. How many farmers planted sweet potatoes? Our key is telling us 32. So you say 5 plus 9 plus 15. You get 29. So you say 32 minus 29. You get 3. Okay, 3. Okay, so in order for you to confirm whether your answer is correct or not, so you look at your key. Your key is telling you 44 farmers planted maize. So you say 19 plus 5 plus 9 plus 11. What will you have? You get 44, which means your answer is correct. Let's check cassava. The key is telling us that 37 farmers planted cassava. So we're going to say 11 plus 9 plus 15 plus 2. We're going to get 37. We try sweet potatoes, whether it's correct or not. We're going to say 5 plus 9 plus 15 plus 3. We're going to get 32. And our key is telling us that 32 farmers planted sweet potatoes. Okay, so now we are done with the first question. We've illustrated the information on the Venn diagram. Oh, not forgetting the 6. the key is also telling us that 6 farmers did not plant any of the crops. I guess you must be wondering where the 6 is going to fit in the Venn diagram. We are simply going to put the 6 outside the 6 because 6 farmers did not plant any of the crops, so it can be in any of the 6. Okay. So number 2, how many farmers were at this farming block? Okay, so how many farmers were at this farming block? So in order for you to identify the number of farmers which were at this farming block, you simply add all the numbers in the sets except from you add all the numbers in the sets, including the 6 as well. So we are going to say 6 plus 3 plus 15 plus 5 plus 9 plus 11 plus 2 plus 19, and you get 70. Okay. So number 2, number 2A, 70 farmers. 70 farmers. 70 farmers were at this block. Okay. You go to B. How many farmers planted maize only? Okay. So you look at your Venn diagram. Okay. How many farmers planted maize only? 19. Okay. 19 farmers planted maize only. Farmers. Okay. Remember to specify. Don't just write 19. Finish it. Write 19 farmers. Okay. C. How many farmers planted 2 different crops? Okay. So you got to 2 sets that are intersecting. Only 2 sets intersecting. Okay. So we have this one, and this one. So we're going to say 5 plus 11 plus 15. Okay. We're going to get 31. Okay. So 31 farmers. All right. So we have completed our question. We have illustrated the information they gave us in a Venn diagram, and we have answered the questions. How many farmers were at the block? We found 70 farmers. How many farmers planted maize only? We got 19 farmers only. And how many farmers planted 2 different crops? 31 farmers. So we've come to the end of our lesson. This was your tutor, Mr. Olusungu. Looking forward to seeing you in my next lesson.